Welcome to Denton, Texas, home of the North Texas Mean Green, and the fans have been waiting since early this morning for the clash we have in store. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the UTEP Miners, taking on another unit from the Big 12, the North Texas Mean Green. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Miners will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mean Green offense will take the field, and they'll get this thing underway. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Off the play fake on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy, because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. North Texas will have to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Boots his first of the day away. He was called on 4 times in the victory last week. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. So UTEP's offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start.
He's off to the races. Touchdown, Miners! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to throw, it's Francis. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. North Texas in the hurry-up.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Across the 25, he's got room. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Now from inside the red zone. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And that's now their third sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front seven. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Between the uprights, it's good. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Running behind that left side. Creating good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Miners have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Setting up the screen. Discards a man. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line. They'll try the run. On the move at the 30. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right. Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there and make the tackle in the open field. Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, UTEP. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They're bringing heat. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. North Texas will have to punt it away. Slips through the line. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab, it's Campbell. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, UTEP. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Yeah, and coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays, another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
It'll be a draw. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes a move. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Going to run it. It's Jolly. At the 40, there he goes. And he breaks into the open. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. A 1st down for the offense. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Looking for the score. And that one's going to be knocked down, incomplete, and we have knocked out the 1st quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and UTEP has the lead. They largely dominated this 1st quarter as indicated by the stats. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to throw, it's McGee. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Into the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Miners. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Indiana is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. But you take a look at the scoreboard, and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by a field goal over Notre Dame. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll throw it on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Evans. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
They recovered their own fumble, but now it's third down.
42 Spider.
From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it out to the 25. North Texas has it going to work with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's picked off. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, UTEP! How about that D coming up with a play like that? Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Wants to throw. It's Francis. Fires to the wideout. Got a wide open receiver. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Hauls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw. Never gave his receiver a chance.
And there's a great example of living to play another day. QB in the pocket, nobody open, throw it out of bounds.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards. He gets a hand on it. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. Quick pass on the fly motion. Pass to 40. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, UTEP. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
UTEP 42, North Texas 3.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Line gets set, 1st down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Complete downfield. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. New set of downs after that completion.
Pound 55 weak. Hey, Cam, alert.
Give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Francis. He finds his man. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big, but you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks, that's just ridiculous.
He's got great speed. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Got his man quickly. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Miners have taken it inside the 20. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. It's complete on the right side. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Miners! And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
UTEP 49, North Texas 3.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense...
And the ball is picked off. He didn't get a lot on the return, but, man, he set his offense up at the 30.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. To the air, it's McGee. Snags it, and he got it right to the doorstep before he was knocked out of bounds at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Powers forward. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking?
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UTEP. He'll try to add another to their lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor. Trying to burn this defensive back. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Got some room to run. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great returns to improve this field position.
Listen, we all want to go back-to-back, but not on interceptions. Come on now. We got to take care of the football. Let's make sure we change something up on the next drive. 2 possessions, 2 picks. Offensive coordinator, get the bullpen warmed up.
Oh, he tosses it back. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he will take it in. Touchdown, UTEP.
Touchdown, UTEP.
A little trickeration is always in order, especially when you execute like that.
You ain't lying. And I tell you what, you always put these in practice, and you always practice them. But you got to have that feel and that timing of when to call it. Perfect timing, rewarded with a touchdown.
North Texas, 3.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had...
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The offense starts with a short field. Off play action on first down. Dumps it to the back. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Miners! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On the move, it's Evans. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Denton than you have for what's been a fun first half? And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at lovely Dat-Q Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. North Texas will kick it off to start things here in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit. Make the stop at the 19. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll start this third quarter with a run. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass?
And obviously, this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about it in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the ground game. Tackle is made after the first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Now the play fake. Shoots it to the left. It's caught downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. The Miners with the 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Relying on that running game as they threaten to pick up a 4 down to the 13. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Touchdown, UTEP! And the stomping has commenced. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
North Texas, 3.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Handoff from the shotgun. Breaks the tackle. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
These defensive linemen have tents in the backfield. Goodness gracious, they're camping out back there, hitting the quarterback time and time again. When you sacked him this much, of course he's going to be flustered. Of course he wants to get rid of the football.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. North Texas will have to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And this ball is going to be touchdown just shy of midfield. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Paul.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Going over the top. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Scanning the field. It's block clear. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Finds a crease at the 20. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The give from the gun. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A first down run on the doorstep. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Second and goal for the offense. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. As they come to the line, they've moved it, but they need one more yard on third down. Barrels ahead. Touchdown, UTEP! And the route is on. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
North Texas, 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Still running at the 40. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. They'll give it to him again. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. To the air, it's Francis. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. On second down, just keeps firing. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. He's looking downfield to throw. North Texas will have to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. And this punt will be down just on the other side of midfield. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They're going to open this drive with a pass. A little screen to the running back. At the 35, he's got room. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They're going back to the ground. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll go right back to him. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter, and UTEP has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this third and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down. And the Miners are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the back. Works his way down to the 10-yard line after a pickup of 3. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking for a man. It's Locklear. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a first down. Trying play action. Quarterback moving. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a...
Identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. He'll just keep slinging it. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll try to get the first through the air. They get to him as he throws. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. North Texas will have to punt it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Locklear. Complete. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down. The Miners come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Miners come to the line with a new set of downs. trying to find his man on first down. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. And the incompletion brings up a second down. Finds his tight end. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and time.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomp, just destroying his way through the field. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves him in second and manageable. To the air. It's Francis. Coming after him. Getting some heat. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high, and wide on that one.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from.
He's going to throw deep right side. He makes a grab. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way that coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And the UTEP offense will take over.
UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Hey, can you hear me? Yeah, I can hear you. So here's where I struggle with him, and I don't know what to do with him because I do think he's probably one of the best players on the server. First of all, I wouldn't want to kick him from the server because he is a good dude. Like, he's not like an asshole about being better, you know? And he's mentioned multiple times how he's tried other leagues and he doesn't have fun in them, and he enjoys my leagues more. But I also would feel, and so like sometimes I feel like, so like it would also be really hard for me to kick him or to say he's like a great player because season before last in Any Team League 1, I don't know if you had already went on, I think you were still here, but it was before you went on your leave. I beat him in the semifinals. And I don't think I'm at the top of the players in the Discord. I feel like I'm like above average, but I would put myself in like 60 to 70% as if we were putting people on a scale. So like, but how hypocritical would it be for me to say, hey, I'm gonna remove you from the leagues because you're too good, but I beat you for to play in the championship season before last. So like, what I struggle with is like, is he so far above the skill level of the majority of the leagues that the majority of the other players have zero chance against him? That's kind of the bar that I look at. Do I need to remove people from the leagues? And it's hard for me to say yes because I beat him, and I consider myself maybe like a little bit above the halfway point in the middle of the pack. So like, I think, so what I go back and forth with is, I think he's definitely one that I should have a conversation with, like, hey man, you're higher level than everyone else. When we go to the comp leagues, I think that it'd be better for you to just stick to the comp leagues on the server because you are so much like far and above the best player in the Discord. But I don't feel like it would be fair for me to do much more than that because, again, I beat him in a very important playoff game. And if you look at his, well, hold on, I want to take some screenshots here. But like, I'm gonna go look at his record, and he actually does have losses in the regular season and stuff to like other users. Yes. To like other users and stuff over the last couple years. So like, it's hard for me to say that I know he's really, really good, but like, it's hard for me to say he's that good that I have to remove him. Well, but like, sometimes it's just a playstyle mismatch. Like, this is what I'm because I haven't played him since that playoff game. I'm going to most likely here in the G5 League One, so I'll have another shot to see if that was a lucky game against him or if I'm a bad matchup for him, because like that Nico guy, dude plays on fucking Heisman outside of our leagues, but he cannot beat me, and I don't know what it is. Every time we play, it's like we just played the other night in the playoffs with Liberty and FIU. He's got fucking Jeremiah Smith. In League One, he's got LSU with 299 overall speed receiver. I mean, 99 speed receivers. Every time we play, he throws so many picks against me, and you know me, I don't usually get a bunch of picks. But for whatever reason, he's a good player, but for whatever reason, when he comes up against me, he can't beat me. So sometimes I think it's just a style mismatch. So it's like I have to look at what is Megatron doing to everyone else. And like I've had Mike Lichamax and one of the other guys in the league watch Megatron on stream, and like they don't see him doing anything cheesy. They see him making mistakes. They just see somebody that, and like both Mike and the other guy have come back to me and said, it just looks like he's got really fast reaction time on defense. So like, and it's hard for me to justify removing someone for that. But like, I struggle with it because he is clearly, like, in my opinion, the best or the second best player skill-wise in the league. But it's hard for me to say that he's that far above everyone else because he does make mistakes. You know? So like I don't know what to do with him. I'm not shooting down your opinion. I'm just saying, like, help me out here because I don't know what the fuck to do. Yeah, the touch passes and sweeps. I use them too, though. To do what? Say it again. To do what? He motions. You're saying during a pass play, he somehow motions, like post snap, motions players around. You do, yeah. So it's literally just like when you're running around with your quarterback, it's the right joystick. So like if you're running, say you scramble out of the pocket, right? If you hit up on the right joystick, the receiver that's closest to your quarterback will change his route and go deep, or you can push down on it, it'll make him come back, stuff like that. Especially on the, if you have if you have a receiver that's on a choice route, it'll go to that guy. But if it's not if there's no receivers on a choice route, it'll go to the closest receiver. Yeah. Well, it's not me either, and I've beaten him. Like, I use the D-line, dude. Like, I'll click on DBs or whatever when it passes in the air, but, like, how did I beat him? Because and I don't have an answer for that. I'm just saying, like, I'm not a great player. I don't use her middle linebackers or DBs. I use her D-line, and I was able to beat him in a playoff game. So it's like, it's not like he's a perfect player. Like, he makes mistakes. And like I said, I'm not trying to invalidate what you're saying. I'm just telling you, like, I'm explaining to you why I struggle to know what to do with him. Who? I don't remember. Other Josh was Air Cruz's friend. Air Cruz? Murder Hazel? Yeah, I don't remember that. Yeah. Well, I'm typing something up in AT League 2 general chat to go to the conversation we had earlier, and I want your feedback on it when I put it in there. Just give me a second to type it out with and not lose train of thought. I want to see what you think once I post this, and and then I'll explain like my logic to you in just a second. You sound like me when I'm playing offline. Is it a user game or a CPU game? Yeah, well, I mean, okay, but it's supposed to, it's not supposed to jump 10 feet in the air, but it's supposed to be tougher on the road in big stadiums. Like, that's intentional by the game. Here, take a break to calm down and read the thing that I just posted in AT League 2, and tell me if you think I'm on point with that or not. Because if you look at my stats, like if you look at the stats of the game, right? Like I don't have any one player that's really out of line on stats. Like my quarterback had 315 yards and 7 touchdowns. I mean, that's high, but he only threw 15 passes and only completed 12 of them. My backup threw 7 passes and had 104 yards. My third string threw 1 pass for 12 yards. In rushing, I had 4 different people with rushing stats. The highest was 21 carries for 149 yards, 5 carries 28 yards, 5 carries 76 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 touchdown, 1 touchdown. So like none of those are too out of line, right? Receiving stats, I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 players record catches, between 1 to 4 catches each, and the highest one had 96 yards. Then it was 33 yards, 26 yards, 24 yards, 63 yards. I'm sorry, the highest one was 96 yards, 72 yards, 63 yards, 51 yards, 33 yards, 26 yards, 24 yards, 23 yards, 22 yards, 12 yards, 9 yards. So like 12 people getting targeted for passes. Nobody got targeted more than 4 times. And for touchdowns, my running back had 4 receiving touchdowns, and then I had 4 other players that each had 1 receiving touchdown. So it's like everything was pretty spaced out, even on defense. You know, I had my user had 5 sacks, but then my backup player that I used had 2 sacks, and then I had another 4 sacks that were gotten by other players. You know, interceptions, I had 4 interceptions, 4 different players had 1 interception. So it's like there's no stat padding for an individual player, and so it won't affect the end of season awards. And I mean, really, yeah, the overall score was 94-10, but that doesn't really affect any end of season rewards. I don't fucking know, dude. I don't know. Your team, I mean, it was similar to this. I don't fucking know. Bro, the thing is that no, the thing is like if you had come back like 3 days earlier, we would have played that game. Like I didn't think you were coming back, so I was just like, fuck it, I'll play it. Yeah, and then you were like, fuck, I didn't put any of my teams on auto recruiting, so yeah, you gotta go to Dynasty Central League settings, and you gotta go in there, and it's there's 2 options there, auto recruiting and auto user coach auto progression. I can't turn those on for you, and I wouldn't do the auto progression for coach, but if you're gonna go on autopilot, you have to turn on auto recruiting. Yeah, they don't recruit anybody. All that happens is at the end of the season, if you have too few players at a position, you'll get walk-ons added to your team. Well, I mean, you still got your players that were there before that didn't graduate, but you just don't have depth, is what it is. So now you know what it was like playing as for Michigan in real life this last season.